Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I've been on this coloring thing. When we did our little bit of visiting, traveling around, I took my coloring books with me and, just something to fill time or whatever, and colored. And then since then, I've been like, okay, any minute I'm just sitting or whatever, I reach over and grab the coloring. These are with alcohol markers. I've been using the colorista ones from Crafter's Companion. I don't know if they still have those available. I should have brought the markers in with me and I didn't think about that. But they're a thin marker, like a regular marker size, like kind of like this size. And then I also got some alcohol markers. They are alcohol markers. But then I also got some alcohol markers from Scrapbooking Made Simple that I think they might be getting a different brand now or something. I'm not sure. They're alcohol markers, and I haven't really been blending the alcohol markers or anything. I've got a couple where I did some blending, but mostly I've just been coloring. So the fact that I've been coloring is really not what this is about. I thought I would show these are excuse this corner that I scribbled in. But these are the books that I used. And I went and looked on the website, and they still have the Bohemian Spirit and the Artfully Edgy ones. They do not have they do not have the foxtails. And so I just thought, let me show you that, just because this is not scrapbooking paper or whatever. You can still do stuff with this. So I like that one. I kind of like that one. I'm just going to pull aside the ones. Let's do this. I like these two, and they go together pretty good. These two actually go together pretty good. They're close to the same design, and I should have, there's like 3 of each design in the book. I think at the very beginning of my channel, I gave 1 of each away. So I've got 2. So some of these will be the same page. Yeah, this one's not my favorite. This one looks alright, but see the 2 different, they're the same pattern. They're the same coloring page, but I just used 2 different coloring things. This looks good too, but this is not the same colors. So this is what one I don't want to use. I don't want to use. That one's pretty. And I don't use too much of the same color. That one. Okay, that's kind of nice. And this one's really different. But it turned out good. It looks good. It's really different than the rest. The owls. That's pretty too. So just because I like my coloring, I guess, doesn't mean you're going to like it. But I'm just trying to pick a couple of sheets so we can make a box. Yeah, that wasn't a good choice. See, this is one of the ones I did blending with. Just see how the pins blended. Some did good, some not so good. So these are one of the things I like about these is I can use the alcohol markers and you can see that the color soaks in and goes through it, but it doesn't come all the way through. And you know, it's a decent paper to use with the alcohol. Ooh, that one looks really pretty. Ooh, I wouldn't use those together, but the colors do look good together. Oh, these two could be used together. Might. Okay. I'm going to use these two. So you can still use these pages. You know, all the stuff that you use on your cards and stuff does not have to be specifically for cards and stuff, right? Especially with cards, you don't have to worry about it being acid free and all of that. But I mean, yes, you do with your pictures if you're doing scrapbooking, but for cards, you don't need to worry about that. But one of the things I'm going to do with this, and this paper is pretty sturdy. So I am going to use this and make a box. So this will be my bottom, this will be my top, and so for my top, I just have to figure out how big I want my sides in, you know, my box. So I think I'm just gonna do like, these are 8 by 8. So I'm gonna do 2 inches. Okay. I'm going to do 2 inches. So if this is 8, I'm going to come to 6. Or I can come to 2. Depends on how you want to do it. You can do it that way. Score here. Or you could come to the 8. Go to the 6. Score. And then go to the 2 and score. Or you could say, okay, I want 2-inch sides, so I'm gonna go, first of all, I want it to be straight. So I'm gonna go 2 inches. And 6 inches, and that's gonna do 2 on each side. And I'm not moving it as much. Okay, I'm gonna look at my placement, and I'm gonna flip it. And again, 2. And this is going to give me 2-inch sides, right? And 6. Oops. All right, so this is going to be my top of my box, right? These will be the sides of my box. And this is my box top. This is the lid. Okay. Now for the actual box itself, I'm going to come, so this will be the bottom of the box, the actual box itself, not the lid. It needs to be a little bit smaller so that the lid fits nicely over. So what I like to do is, instead of, okay, if you have a scoreboard, one side's going to be for the bottom, one's going to be for the lid. It's just a matter of the other side of the board or whatever. And that's fine. If you have the scoreboard or the box maker or whatever, that's fine. What if you don't? What if all you have is like this? Then what I like to do is just move this a little bit and just trim that off. Now if you still want those 2 inches, right? Okay, and then I'm going to come here on this side and take that little bit. Just a tiny bit. It doesn't need to be very much. Just take that little touch off. And that's going to fix it. Now I'm going to score at 2. Now this time I am going to stay and keep with the same 2. Because now my card is a little bit different in size, and if I score at the same, it's not going to do the difference that I need it to make this bottom just the tiniest bit smaller so that the lid will fit. I might have even taken too much off. It just needs to be the tiniest bit. But I'm not sure of, is it? I used the same 2-inch mark. Always try to make sure you're using the same 2-inch. What I mean is line it up the same way every time. So, you know, look at the, either you have it all, every one of them on this part of the groove, or the front part of the groove where you're lining it up. So I think I was a little bit off, but that's, we'll find out. Oh, this got 2 different. I don't know what that was. Okay, 2 inches. So now I'm just going to come and cut where the score lines, up to where the score lines meet. And cut up to where the score lines meet. Cut and cut. So you're not gonna get a big box out of this, but if you make your sides not as tall, then you'll do better. So you can see here now, there's the bottom of my box. Right? That's going to be the bottom of my box. But here's another thing. Come in and snip that little piece off. That's all. Just a little tiny bit of that. And that's just going to help you fold it a little bit better. getting rid of the little tiny piece of that tab. And I'm going to go ahead and use, if I can, some tape just to get it to stick quicker, but really for a box. Oh, that's the wrong side. I am so sorry, folks. That was the wrong side. I don't want that taped. That way, I want it taped. Oh, this is some good tape right here. Man, that was holding for sure, so that's good. Good to know. Ooh, really holding. This Nuvo tape. Maybe I wouldn't feel bad using this for a box. Wow. And I need to get tape on this side because once that thing comes over, I might not get it on. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, maybe I got it upside down. No. That's weird. It's got these little things. Oh, maybe it's a refillable. Huh. Well, that was a good tape anyways. So, that might be something I'll look for later. To come back in. Find. I obviously used it on cards. Or something. I guess I'm going to have to use glue. I wanted it to dry quicker than that though, but that's alright. Alright. So now these two. Now these are the patterns that I picked. There's my box bottom. And this one's not wanting to stay stuck, so maybe that tape isn't. Oh, maybe I got enough on it here, not enough on it here. Because it's really sticking on this side. Okay. Now the box top. Your box top does not have to be as deep as your bottom, right? But then you have to cut more off. Or fold it in. You could do that too. You could fold it in over. You know, you would just have to score another line and fold it in and glue it down. Wasn't planning on doing that for this video. Oh, what did I do? I did alternate, but I didn't alternate all of them, did I? No. Sometimes you can do like an alternating Well, it's hard to explain, but it doesn't matter for the look of it anyways. Let me get some glue on here. Glue. You know, that Nuvo tape grabbed that box fast. So see, this is where I messed up. These are not lined up. That's my fault. It's where I just didn't line it up right with the... That could really mess this up. Oh, maybe it was just this one here that wasn't lined up. Because these two are doing the same. Gotta get that glue to catch, so. I didn't burnish my sides or nothing, did I? So normally, and like I said, I messed up, so I don't know if this is gonna work or not. But normally, because I cut that little bit off, if I use the same measurements, because the paper was different in size. No, this is the one I cut down. This is the one I didn't, because this is the box top. But anyways, normally where I make the cut, it will make it that much smaller as long as you score your sides the same. Now, if you have different size side taps, you know, your things, you can't go by that. Then you have to measure that little bit of difference just to make the bottom a little bit smaller than the top so that it fits nice on top instead of trying to put the same size on top of the same size. Gets a little bunchy. Ooh, that looks prettier as the top. If that had been the top, that would have been so much prettier than that. But look at the sides. Is that nice? And then the box itself. It looks pretty good too. See? It's different for a box, right? Kinda cool. So, I still got plenty more of this, and it's a good weight. A good weight for a box. Like I said, I could even use it as a background for a card. Hold on. Bear with, as all the crafters on Crafters Companion say. Okay, so I got a card blank. Let's measure this card blank, and I'm going to use the back part. So 4¼ by, and again the back part, 5 and looks like 3/8. So 4¼ and I'm gonna go a little bit smaller. So So I'm going to go 4 1/8. By 5 1/4. Does that look right? I don't know. Went a little bit small, but it's still, that's nice on there. I'm going to cut a little bit off the side. Just to see if I can get it about the same size. Mat all the way around. I could mat something underneath it if I wanted to. This is gonna work for me. All right. So now put this on. And this could actually make a pretty decent masculine card. It could go either way too, right? It doesn't have a direction, so that's nice. I could do a masculine card. I could do, let me see. I'm gonna do about 1/2 inch. Okay, so 3 1/2. For a sentiment. There we go. Like, happy birthday. Right. Let's just, oh, I got this. Here's what I'm going to do, and I don't know if it's going to look right or not, but I'm going to handwrite the happy birthday. Because of this design, I always don't give enough room for my tails. I don't know why I do that. Ooh, I didn't center that good. I'm gonna do it over. I didn't like the way that turned out at all. Sometimes I just try too hard. Okay, I need to leave room for my tails. And I need to not worry so much. I need to relax and just write it. Which one looks better? This one got a little too relaxed. Maybe this one still does look better. How about flipping it over and trying again? Happy. There. I would still do it over again. I wouldn't be happy with that. But that's an example anyways of showing you that you can do it. You don't have to have all the fancy equipment and stuff. Right now, if I had something to put on here nice, then awesome. If I don't, I don't. If I, because it's a card in and of itself, and I've done all of it. Well, I didn't make these designs, but you know what I mean. So, all right, everybody. There we go. A card, a box. Nice. All right, if you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It is Saturday. No work today. All right, everybody. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye now.